I'm ready.
You were
so ready.
So caffeinated.
Yeah.
I didn't have any coffee today.
Ooh.
I am not prepared. We might be moving at the same pace. Just why I didn't have coffee today. I always feel so bad when I'm going a mile a minute and you can't keep up. You just look tired and frazzled and I'm like, but I can't slow down.
Well,
Slow down and die.
I timed it so that I was finishing my Rockstar at 4, which means I will crash at 10. But right now I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Good to go. All right.
But at 10, when I have to go to bed, is right when the caffeine crash will happen, so it's perfect.
Okay.
We got this.
Whatever you gotta do to make it work for yourself, my dear.
I may have been just watching anime before this.
We totally were. Yeah, I'm noticing.
Anime poses.
So, okay. Welcome to the Northerness Podcast. We are two sisters in fiber coming to you from the same location again on another Monday night. It's November something. 5th?
5th?
4th?
Calendar says 5th.
The calendar. Whew, man, I'm right with the calendar. This is good for me. Diana, my co-host, was a little busy on Sunday, so recording a day late. Though, theoretically, we still go up on time on Wednesday.
In theory.
If you're seeing this on Wednesday, and it just got released, we made it.
Cat hair.
Were you touching my cat again?
I was.
Okay, well, that's how you get hair.
I'm inhaling your cat.
Well, so do I. Technically, we're a knitting podcast, and we both knit and live and work in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Diana will let you know what we're going to try to cover this week. I'm no longer saying cohesively. It's episode 85. Nothing about this is cohesive, people.
Did you say 85?
Yes, I did.
It's 86.
Damn, so close. Episode 86. One day I'll get it right. Like our last episode ever. I nailed it.
So today we are covering What's in Our Cup, Cool Threads, Woolly Workings, Vibraflubs, Yarn on the Go, Wool Gathering, and Events. I have all the titles written out here. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say them sometimes. It's really weird.
She points to her notebook. I see nothing.
There's a notebook?
I believe it. And I believe you write in it too, because I watch you do the writing, but I can't see any of the prints. Like, there could be doodles and smiley faces and little tiny men with very large, inappropriate male genitalia hanging off of them, and I wouldn't know the difference.
Right, yes. I doodle male genitalia all the time.
I studied medieval history. I know what the monks put in the margins of their prayer books. I've seen it.
That makes me unreasonably happy when, like, old-timey things like that, but they still doodle stuff in the margins like you'd find in a modern high school textbook.
Famous tapestry called the Bayeux Tapestry. Bottom columns. If you're looking along the bottom column border edges, there are fantastical beasts and creatures and little tiny men with very large male genitalia.
Huh. I'm gonna have to look at this more.
I got a tabletop coffee thing of colored photos.
I may have to investigate this after. It amuses me greatly.
Well, something it did, so it's there for us later. Still, technically, I think graffiti in the case of doodles and books, but I'm not sure how that works. Notes,
at
margins.
a certain point, it's just history.
I think in the case of 11th century manuscripts, we've reached history stage. Right.
So bringing it back on topic.
Sorry.
What's in your cup today?
I am drinking, I've noticed I have both of my very large teacups.
Yes, you do.
One I'm drinking water out of. The other one I'm drinking some rhubarb splash from the Amsterdam Tea Room.
Not sure why. Just the other day.
I love going. They would have been closed yesterday because it's Sunday yesterday.
Okay, well, Saturday then.
Yeah, because they're closed Sunday, Mondays.
Because I was in the Exchange all weekend, and I will talk about that later in Yarn on the Go.
Ooh, I like the Exchange. It's a fun place to visit.
Today I have in the Reading is Sexy mug. What did we decide it was called? Peppermint and Creamy Vanilla from Twinings.
Yes. Yes, we did, because I Googled it. Because I was too lazy to literally walk the 30 feet to my kitchen.
It's not even, it's like 20,
yeah.
if that.
If that, yeah.
If that.
I live in a small one-bedroom apartment, you guys.
It's too far. You notice I also did not get
off
the couch to go check.
Both of us could have gotten off the couch to go check. Neither one of us has done so. We're too full of chili.
Yes. It's very excellent chili.
It was very tasty. I did well. Last time I made it, I put a little bit too much kick in there. My dad had to finish it for me because I was like, I'm not eating this.
Aw.
Dad, when you're in town this weekend, you need to eat my leftover chili. Dad said, okay. He ate it. It's the important part, guys.
I mean, isn't that what dads do, is they eat your potentially not quite failed cooking?
Yes, that is something also that dads do, and in this case, my dad eats the things when I go, whoop, added too much pepper, or chili powder, or but it was too hot for Jocelyn. So it's not really hard to make chili too hot for Jocelyn. I am a wuss. I'm okay with it. Anyway,
Cool threads.
I didn't go a ton of places the other week, so my Tracy shawl went out with me, because
It goes everywhere these
right
days?
now, well, I haven't switched over to my winter coat, so I'm still technically wearing a spring coat. It's a lined cobalt blue coat, which the Tracy shawl happens to go really good in. So I was wearing that this week, and the coffee shop shawl went out for my niece's pre-birthday shopping spree.
Nice.
So it went to the mall.
I wore my usual selection of hats and socks, which I won't talk about. You can see one of the hats here. This is the Lindsay slug. What else did I wear this week that I'm forgetting about? Oh, yes. The Super Stripey Rivers wrap.
Ooh, yes, that's another staple this time of year.
Yep, it's been so nice.
My cat's already tried to run off with it.
Yes, she has. And then this
She
thing that I'm
doesn't chew
wearing
it,
today.
she likes to lie on it.
I was worried she was going to run off with it and like hide with it under your bed or something.
Possible.
And then I have this thing that I'm wearing that I'm going to call, it's not a cowl, it's a scarf.
It's an infinity scarf.
An infinity scarf, that's the word I'm looking for. The pattern is Shallows by I don't remember who, because I knit it like 4 years ago, out of yarn that I bought the first time I was in San Francisco. So I will just hold it up to the camera here and try to get it such that it focuses. No, it's not going to focus. Okay, well just trust me, there's lace there. But it's otherwise it's all very rainbowy and stripey, and it was from a local dyer in San Francisco, and I thought rainbowy and stripey represented San Francisco well. So that was my selection of travel yarn. I knit up into Shallows because, you know, San Francisco's by the water, and it just all tied together nicely.
Makes you happy, dear. That's what counts.
Yes, it does make me
Alright.
happy. It pleases me.
Okay.
Moving along.
Touch
Woolly
your
Workings.
Should touch your screen.
Oh yes, I should. Woolly Workings.
What don't I have worked on? I've got a bigger pile than you again, don't I?
Yes, but only by one question mark?
Question
Unless-
mark?
Unless you forgot to tell me about things.
Not that I'm aware of.
Alright.
I've got a secret project that I'm not talking to you about because it's not done yet.
Okay.
And since
Secret
it
project.
only exists in my brain and partially on a pair of knitting needles, it's not ready to talk about yet because it's not ready for anywhere close to ready for anybody to do anything with yet.
I'm sitting on my own hair. Okay. It's too long. I mean, it's too long to. I don't know.
It's your hair. If you
I
think it's too long, get it trimmed.
It's not. It's not too
You see her
long.
next year
it's
that's
just,
chin length? Okay, I said trimmed, but okay.
It's not too long. It's just. It's really long. It's inconveniently long at certain times in my day. Sitting on a couch is one of those times.
I don't even know how to help you with that because I just think it's long. Alright, I even kept the ball bands.
Ooh.
I know, look at me be professional podcastery.
All right.
I'm still making some stuff for craft markets, so I started a cowl. I've not woven in my ends yet, guys, forgive me. I started a cowl very quickly on Saturday. Was it Saturday we did knitting via distance? Yes,
Yes.
it was. So I started on a 9mm hook Saturday morning, and I was done Saturday evening.
Nice. It looks really nice.
Yeah. And it's fuzzy. The white, which
Ooh,
is
it is
white,
fuzzy.
is Charismas by Loops and Thread, and I suspect the color name for that one is white.
In fact, both of the color names that you handed me on the ball bands are white.
That's not true, because this is definitely my trim. I did in a different color, and it's definitely a variegated, like, burgundy red with white
yeah,
stripe.
I
I don't know how they call this burgundy red with white.
well,
white.
the trim is Loops and Threads Coral Reef,
Yeah.
but the colorway still says white.
Sure.
So I guess it's I guess because it's marled with white.
White? Maybe? Anyway. I
Anyway,
just
it's
made a
white and Coral Reef white.
Just a cute
because,
little-
I don't know.
deep cowl to sell at the craft markets for everybody. Nothing fancy. Nice and solid and thick because I live in a province where wind is a thing. Not washed, not blocked. My picot edging has not been picoed. I haven't pointed my points. So I've not woven in my ends because I weave in my ends last.
Alright.
I finished it on Saturday and I picked up a sleeve. But I did something this week where I completed it. Ooh, I can go over there.
Yay! Oh, here, have ball bands.
Oh, thanks, man. I don't think we need them anymore. There's no pattern. I cast it on a set number of stitches and draped them over my head. Went, oh, that looks good. Closed up the circle and started crocheting through the back loop. That's it, people. No more thought went into that.
Nice.
Makes
I
me
like
sound
simple
really good.
things.
Oh, I've got 4 other things I'm currently working on. How about you?
3. My usual 3.
Well, then I will quickly go with, here's my Erin Lane bag, with which holds a pair of socks, going straight to Diana. We'll talk about more of those later.
Aww.
These are the ones where I was talking to you the other night where I was like, I need some rescue.
Well, if not the socks, I'll at least hold up the yarn.
It's a very beautiful color by Ginger Snap That. And the colorway is Knock Your Witchy Socks Off. I'm fairly lazy, and because I do a sock recipe, my sock names are usually the colors. So it is a contrast toe, heel, and cuff in an orange color, but it's a white base with purples and greens and oranges, and it's Halloween, guys. It's a Halloween colorway, and I like it. I don't care that it's November. And I'm listening to Christmas music, knitting on Halloween socks. Brings me joy.
I have had the Nightmare Before Christmas Halloween Town songs stuck in my head since we went to the sing-along.
And?
It's been 2 weeks now.
And?
I'm just, this morning I was standing at the bus stop and like, this is Halloween, dun, dun, dun. And like, I'm pretty sure that,
Yep.
I was actually singing it too, so I'm pretty sure the person that came up behind me very quietly was very confused.
Yeah, yeah, it happens to me all the time. The only problem is I tend to do the Oogie Boogie Man song. I sound normal.
Definitely normal.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Alright, I've got 3. You're up.
I will fetch my socks out of this pile here.
If you hear any yelling upstairs, we're closing in on bedtime.
So these are my socks out of, oh goodness, it's so tangled. 2 seconds. Okay, here we go. Now I can hold them up.
My eye lobe.
Eye lobe? What
Eye
is that?
lobes and ear balls.
Okay.
There we go.
Focus. Okay. So, these are my October socks. I don't remember what month I started them in. Probably October. I'm doing them out of a set from Midnight Cravings. The purple for the toes, heels, and cuffs is Raise in the Bar. It is electric glowing purple. Like a royal purple, but I swear it glows. And the body of the sock is Dingle Dop, which is a white base with, what colors are speckles? Acid green, the same purple, and like an aqua blue and some pink.
That looks really good.
And last week I had not quite finished the toe. This week I am finished the toe. Let me hold this up real nice and close so you can see this gorgeous texture I've got going on here. So this is what I was talking
The
about.
Skype stitch?
Yeah. The skip stitch?
Skip stitch? Skype,
Anyway.
Skype, S-K-P-E?
SKYP.
S-K-Y-P?
For slip one, knit one, yarn over, pass the slip stitch over.
Oh, cool.
But it ends up with this cute little faux cable thing going on, which is excellent. I am super enjoying this. There is no pattern. I am basing this mostly off of, I don't remember the pattern name because I'm mostly making this pattern up. I will link my inspiration pattern in the show notes.
That's a good way to do that.
But see? Doesn't that look pretty?
Oh, that is coming together quite nicely. I like how that little, you're right, faux cable's turning out really
Yeah,
good.
so
I'm assuming you're not doing that on the foot, just on the,
yeah, it's
like
not
on the, on the bottom, it's just
it's
on
not
the top.
on it's not on the bottom of the foot.
Okay.
The bottom of the foot is just a bottom of a foot. But I'm super enjoying these.
Good.
And this purple, I just can't get over this purple. It glows. Glows.
Yep. She likes purple, guys. Can you tell?
And oh, I still have Skittles in here. And this, of course, in my Dragon Fiber bags, Curse Your Sudden But Inevitable Betrayal. I saw the Dragon Fiber bags has, ow, I just stabbed myself in the boob with a knitting needle. This is what happens when I have too much caffeine.
Jocelyn can take a break.
Ow. But
It hurts. Some needles are really pointy.
It's pretty pointy. Anyway, I was saying that I saw that Dragon Fiber Bags has some new nerdy fabric and has a new variation on the Curse Your Sudden...
but inevitable betrayal.
Yeah, with the cunning hat and stuff on it, and I'm like, oh, I might need to buy another bag. Maybe I might need it. It might have to happen.
You don't hear me judging you. I've got project bags and I keep buying more, so I think it's completely fair.
Okay. What else have you been working on?
I'm slowly but surely, like a slow and purposeful moving vehicle, or walker in Warhammer 40k, making my way up my sleeve. So these are the sleeves for my Zadie sweater, which I'd done the first sleeve, but I did it on double points and I didn't like it. So I moved it over and I'm doing it again on Magic Loop, and I like it a lot better. Which is great. I also made a couple pattern changes because the Zadie sweater doesn't have a really fitted sleeve, and I like a fitted sleeve. Because if we're honest, I'm sticking sweater sleeves in other sweaters into winter coats to walk around in -40.
Mm-hmm.
It bunches up if there's a lot of bulk in there, and then you get that uncomfortable bump ridge that you can't ever get out.
Yeah.
And coats restrict movement. A good coat restricts movement a little bit. Or at least enough to the point where trying to get your one hand coated up the sleeve of the other coat high enough to pull out the wrinkle in your sweater is a complicated and messy ordeal that you don't actually want to do.
Yes.
And any of us who live in climates where they wear multiple layers of sweater, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I have been making notes and adjusting the patterns so that the Zadie sweater has a very fitted sleeve for me, which is exactly what I want. However, I am past the elbow and about halfway up the bicep, and I have to go till I reach the underarm point. And
Just
then
keep knitting. Just keep knitting.
I'm done my increases. So it's not quite big enough for me to knit straight in the round, so I'm still technically on Magic Loop. No, the sleeve's getting quite big. So this is out of the Cloudborn. Holy Hannah, I've gone and forgot something Heathers. Gray Heather, gray tweed.
Slate Heather? I
Slate
want to say
Heather?
Slate Heather.
I want to say
It'll be
Slate
in the show
Heather,
notes
too.
linked properly.
Absolutely. So I've got my sleeve. I'm past my elbow. I'm going up the top part of my arm now.
Looks so good.
Then I got to do it again.
Feels good.
No, I'm really excited, and I don't have a problem with this Cloudborn fiber at all. I don't find it itchy in the slightest. So
No,
to wear it next to my
it's got a
skin.
little bit of tooth to it, but not too much to be next to the skin.
Oh yeah, no, it's
It's
gonna
going to be excellent. I'm already envious of your
come
sweater.
this winter. So excited.
Already
So
envious.
I have one more sleeve to go, and then I can finish the sweater.
Hey!
So one more sleeve after this. A sleeve takes about a ball for me, from start to finish, from top to bottom, and I don't have a ton left in my little ball of Cloudborn. So I have been working on that.
Excellent. I too have been working on a sweater.
Yes, you have. It's exciting. I'm so glad you joined me in sweater creation.
So this, if you follow us on Instagram, you would have seen me wearing my cute little sweater collar. But this is the collar to the Flax cardigan by Tin Can Knits. It is a free pattern. I mathed because my gauge is larger than the pattern states, so I will be using... Why does my hair love this so much? I'll be using the numbers for the small medium size, but actually I'm going to get the medium large size. Because math.
Because math.
But I'm actually going to talk about this again, Fiberflip. Oh wait, Pumpkin Spice is this colorway from Dye For You. Yes. Oh, and I actually also found my contrast color that I'm going to use for striping.
Ooh, I can scan that up for you before you go home tonight.
Excellent. Yes, I found this down beside my knitting chair, and yeah, it had gotten stuck in my other sweater bag.
Okay.
I have a Comfort Fade Cardi kit that, yeah. We'll get there. Anyway, this is Charcoal, also by Dye For You. And so you can see that together, these are gonna look so good. So this dark gray charcoal color is gonna be, I haven't quite decided what stripey pattern I'm gonna use. I think I'm probably just gonna do some stripes of varying widths and not like try to do Fair Isle zigzags or anything. I think that's too much effort. So I think it's probably just gonna be like some thin lines that get thicker, or else the reverse, some thick lines that get thinner. I haven't quite decided what order they're gonna go in. Or maybe it's just gonna be one stripe. I don't know. I haven't worked out the striping pattern because I am nowhere near that point.
Yeah, I was like, you got time, man.
Yeah. So there's going to be some stripes at the sleeve cuffs and the hem of the sweater.
Okay. Which is good. Yeah,
But
you
yes.
should leave that skein out on the table so I remember to put that into a cake form for you.
I will do that.
'Cause otherwise
without
you'll go
tangling
home.
everything in this bag.
And we'll forget. Because that's how we function.
Yes.
We get so excited, we start chatting about things, packing up. The Diane goes home, and then about 20 minutes after she's left the house, I go, son of a bloody water buffalo! I was supposed to insert thing I was supposed to do for her while she was here.
Oh yes, and this is not specifically a project bag, it's just a fun bag that I got while we were in Vancouver at Knit City, which is utterly unrelated to Knit City. It's a Kit and Ace shopping bag. It's the nice shopping bag they give you when you spent way too much money in their store.
She bought a fancy sweater.
Too fancy. I bought this shirt and
Oh, that's right, I forgot about that.
the black sweatshirt that I wear a lot. I don't think I've actually hung the black sweatshirt in my closet yet because I keep wearing it straight off the drying rack. I don't think it's actually made it into my closet.
So if you make it to Vancouver next year, you're going to buy another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, Kit and Ace also has an online store, so now that I know what sizes I am and
You
stuff,
can
I can
just
just
get into trouble.
Oh yeah.
In my Dragon Fiber bag, that is all about coffee, as it should be. My Missoula made dress continues to grow. I have another stripe done, and then when I did, because I am striping these out of Cascade 220 skeins, it rolled up so bad on the bottom here. The purples, you can't even tell as I pulled out the purple how deep the purple is, because it's literally rolled 3/4 of the way up. Whoopsie daisy. I've reached the 14.5 inches you needed to be to the bottom of your sweater. So I've got a purple stripe, a green stripe, a brown stripe, and I'm on a blue, which is like a cobalt, no, royal blue. It's a royal blue. Which
That
will
is
look
an
really
interesting
good.
color. That's like trying to be purple, but it's not,
Not,
quite.
I know, but it works really well with the greens and the purples
Fantastic.
and the sweater.
That looks really good.
Yeah, so it's going to work really well together. But what I did is once I combined this, I have 2 skeins of each color. I took the secondary skein, cast on like 48 stitches or some sort of even number, and I practiced the belt application because we are adding an elastic to it. So now that I've mastered that on the tiny little in the round I had, I pulled it all apart and I'm ready to put it on the real sweater. That is the most complicated part of the whole sweater, is putting on this elastic waistband. That's it. Everything else makes complete sense to me, and I've done everything else before, I just have not done that.
I can imagine that'd be pretty complicated because it would like
Oh yeah.
elastic everything in.
Yeah, and I mean it holds the weight of the bottom half of the sweater, or dress in this case, beautifully. And I got some proportion changes I'm gonna do at the top because I'm not making it dress length, I'm making it tunic length. So I gotta do a little bit of adjustments before I start increases. But the big part, which is the A-line body part, is done. The rest of it's pretty quick. And it's got cap sleeves, so I'm not stuck on Sleeve Island.
Yay!
So much sleeve. Yeah, I've got one more project left. How many do you have?
Also one.
Alright, well you're up, my dear.
Okay. I have here in my also not a project bag. It is a tech conference swag bag from RoboCup. RoboCup Brazil, I believe. And in here I have my exploration station that's still not done yet.
I was so excited for half a second that he said still not, and I went, aww.
Still not done yet. These rows are really long, you guys.
Like most of us didn't make them and are aware of how long the rows were. Where that's
You
why
know
we
what?
all
Maybe
started
you weren't.
panicking in the middle of the month and started going, Diana.
Maybe you weren't aware
Diana.
that these rows are really long. So there's the progress that I made this week. My cute little Shaun the Sheep, tartan sheep stitch marker.
I started texting her in a panic, you guys, when I realized how long these rows were getting. I wasn't
hate long
lying.
rows. I hate long rows. I don't know.
I was not lying to you.
I'm really enjoying this shawl. It's coming out really nicely. It's sort of egg-shaped as I'm holding it up right now. But it's really nice. I just know that I hate crescent-shaped shawls because the rows get so long.
She's gonna be so happy when it's done, you guys.
Yeah, so I'm in the nothing but knit, which I believe is the last section.
Second last section.
Well, and then the edging.
Nope. You've got, well, yeah, because you've got the lacy holes, and then you've got, which make your
Yeah,
peaks in, and then you've got your
and then the I-cord bind off, yeah.
I-cord bind off, which is also not fast.
I know. So, rundown really quick because I'm sure you're all tired of hearing me talk about this. Exploration Station by Stephen West for the knit-along that is now very much complete. Prizes drawn, all of us are done. So I'm not going to mention that again. But the yarn is color A, which is the white with the purple speckle, is Weekend Thoughts from Cog Yarns in Saskatchewan. The greenish-gray color is naturally dyed with copper from Toggenthal, a local dyer. The color C is the dark green, that is Unseelie from Cloud9 Fiberworks, local dyer in the city, and the gold is naturally dyed with Marigold from Toggenthal again. It's gonna be done eventually.
Uh-huh.
Eventually. Hey, I can move my stitch marker now, though.
Yes, you can.
Okay, well, why don't I do that while you talk about your thing?
Oh, man, right in the middle of a row.
Ha ha ha.
Always in the middle of a row.
Always in the middle of a row.
In my Halloween bag. Just get used to it, you're going to see it all the time. I've actually started a row, so I'm not even at the end of the row in this. Look, I'm the start of a row. I am working on my Goldfish Memories shawl. This is my pick up and work on when I'm out and I know I'm going to be sitting somewhere and waiting for a while that isn't socks. Because I can stop in the middle of the row and it doesn't make me antsy. Stopping in the middle of the row in a pair of socks makes me antsy because I cannot pick up the stitches if I drop them. I can on a 4mm needle, so I don't feel too bad about it. I am still in section 2. I am using 3 colors, 2 from Dye For You, a white called In Light and Chateau, and a sort of blushy pink called Don't Make Me Blush. I know it's shocking color names, you guys. And then they're used to complement this red that I got from Knitted Wool Luxury Arms. So it is exceptionally squishy, and if you guys are at all paying attention to my Instagram, tomorrow you'll notice a photo of this out at Knit Nosh, because this is what I'm taking to Knit Nosh tomorrow, because it makes a great Knit Nosh project.
Nice.
Did not get a ton of progress done on it, because again, it is literally the last thing I pick up if I'm not exhausted at the end of the day and I want to work on something.
I do believe that brings us to the end of Woolly Workings.
It does. What's next?
Fiber flubs.
Yeah, so there's socks in a bag for Diana to help fix. It survived knitting in the dark in the movie theater. It survived knitting on the bus. It survived me picking up and putting it down. It survived traveling around with Phaedra because she decided for fun she was going to take my socks away. She was telling me it was time to go to bed, so she took the socks to bed to tell me it was time to go to bed.
Your cat. I like your cat.
She doesn't chew on it. She takes it to where she wants me to go. So half the time I find balls of yarn in front of her food bowl. She's not chewed on them. She's just put them there because she's telling me she wants food.
That's amazing. I love your cat.
Yeah, she's figured out the fastest way to catch my attention. They did not survive Halloween night. I dropped some stitches while I was handing out candy. So Diana has to very kindly rescue me and put the stitches back on the needle for me so I can keep working on my socks.
I will rescue your socks.
So grumpy about it. I'm awake. Maybe I should have had coffee with dinner. Woo.
Yeah, maybe. Where's that? Okay. So this beautiful collar that I even took a picture of me wearing the collar of my sweater. I after failing to cast on twice, I finally got the cast on right. And then I got all the way down the 1.5 inches of the collar and the 86 stitches around, only to realize these lovely pink needles here are the 5mm needles, and I was supposed to do it on the blue 4mm needles.
About the moment where she was like, so you know how you're supposed to you start your thing on smaller needles? I started laughing.
I was supposed to be on those needles.
Because I already knew what she'd done. Oh gosh.
Just.
You know, everybody does it. Everybody does it. This is a very common mistake to make, but my brain just, I was not a kind human being. I just started laughing at you right away from Google Hangout.
No, it's fine.
Oh.
And so I was like, no, it's fine. I'll keep going. It'll be good. But then I've been thinking about it for a couple more days, and
it's gonna bug you.
Yeah, the Bloomsbury mitts that I have at work, I was supposed to do the cuffs on those with smaller needles, and they came out gorgeous and they stay on just fine, but like the one thing that I kind of wish I'd done a bit different on them is use the smaller needles for the cuff.
So you're gonna pull it back?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it back.
Okay.
And do the tubular cast on again. The
Well,
long tail tubular cast on.
I mean, worst case scenario, you become a pro at the tubular cast on.
So freaking good at this tubular cast on.
which is a good thing because you like top-down sweaters and you like color work. So being in the know for the tubular cast-on makes a lot of sense to me.
I just don't know what to do with myself. I literally can't even. Where is my pumpkin spice latte? Okay, that's my flub. Those are flubs. We're done with flubs. Flub away.
Mm-hmm.
Done with flubbing.
That's fair. What's next?
Yarn on the go. That's a happier topic.
Well, the only real place my yarn went this week is I went to the mall.
That's a place.
My niece turned 12 on Saturday, so she was going to have a birthday party here on Saturday, but they had a in-service day the day before. So we went for some birthday shopping. So she opened up her birthday presents early from her grandparents, because my mother sent money, along with presents, but she also sent cash. Mom gave us birthday cash, and we went to the mall with Auntie Jocelyn for the day. So we bought our things, we had our lunches, and we went to go see Smallfoot. I bought tickets for Smallfoot and paid for her popcorn and stuff, which that was going to be my birthday present. She liked that idea. So I knit on the Missoula Maid dress and finished up the last of my brown while we were in the movie theater watching Smallfoot.
Nice.
Which was delightful.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Yes, it was so much fun. And during the previews, we picked the movie we want to take Diana to, and we picked the next 2 movies we have to go see with Auntie Jocelyn.
Right.
You need to go see Ralph Wrecks the Internet.
Yes.
And Isabella wants to go with you.
We will go see Ralph. Is it Ralph Wrecks the Internet or Ralph Breaks the Internet?
I think it's Ralph Breaks the Internet?
Yeah.
Don't quote me.
Anyway, Ralph does something on the internet.
I saw a preview for the next Lego movie and I immediately texted Mr. B and said, we need to go see this.
Yes.
And he said, pick dates.
I also want to see the Lego movie because I feel like I shouldn't like Lego video games and Lego movies as much as I do, but they're so good.
They're so well done. What are you talking about?
They're amazingly well done. Like, I feel like they should not be that good, but they are, and I love it.
I love that they're that good. I love that they have this. I also like being the Wookiee and pulling heads off little Lego people. But I just really enjoy it. That's okay. I've been playing Human Fall First.
Fall flat?
Fall flat? Flat or first? Human Fall Flat. I always want to say Human Fall First. It's Human Fall Flat. It's a physics game. Do you know how bad I am at math and physics, you guys?
The point is that you're bad at physics games. That's what makes them fun.
I love it. I've been playing that Kerbal Space Program for 3-4 years.
Stop saying things that I have to link.
I'm sorry.
Kerbal Space Program.
And it's literally, you get to be a NASA space scientist, dude, and it took me half a year to figure out how to launch my rocket upwards, not backwards. Not a math person. I can now successfully get around the moon and land the rocket without killing the little stupid Kerbals on the inside at least 60% of the time. So, like, my space program death incident rate has gone way down. I'm not sure what I was talking about. I only launched him into the sun twice, so it's fine. Next stop, Mars.
Only launched them into the sun twice.
Listen, it is high-level astrophysics and science math. You have to calculate your trajectories to get in and out of your orbit, and account for all the things you account for as a aeronautic space engineer. I'm not an aeronautic space engineer. I have a freaking history degree, people. I can barely add correctly, and subtracting, sure, but if it's multiplication and division, I need a calculator. So you have to decide what components go where. You have to work on aerodynamics. This is so far out of anything I understand at all that a lot of the time my little Kerbals die. So it's just, that's how that works.
Okay, I think I need to play some of this.
I really love it. Like, I don't pick it up and play it very often, but it's just so much fun to play when I do. I'm like throwing myself against a wall, and then, you pick different module caps and different tops and pieces, and you arrange your compartments differently. Like, I love that part. That part I've gotten quite good at. I am the worst at the math part. I crashed a couple of times because I didn't have enough fuel in my tanks, because my tanks weren't big enough to actually get that size of rocket out of the atmosphere. Figured that one out after I figured out how to not go in reverse. Okay, so
yeah, go up,
not down,
not down.
Okay, you download it, you play it, and then you tell me how often you've launched yourself into your own moon. Like, it is harder than it sounds, guys. But it is delightful to watch those stupid little blue dudes die, because you get really annoyed at them during the creation process.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go play some of this.
So cute. Hey, listen, I'm done Stardew Valley. I've played all the maps, so
I can't get into Stardew Valley. Now I have to link this too, but yeah, I can't.
I
get
don't know
into
what it is
Stardew
about
Valley.
farming games. I'm really,
I
I've always liked farming games.
any
And I
games
know
where you
they're
have to
not-
maintain stuff.
I know they're not for everybody.
I
I
don't know.
really do know they're not for everybody.
Not
Well,
my
let's be
thing.
honest, the first thing I upgrade is my sprinkler system so that I don't have to water the damn things every day, because that's boring. I'd rather go fishing or mining. But I work at it really hard, you guys. I don't know. I just really, I'm the same person who has to, when I play the Final Fantasy games and you equip, and you got the grids where you fill up the grids and you equip the people, that I have to fill the whole grid. I don't stop playing until everybody can do everything and do it very well. Like I log hundreds of hours that are unnecessary for the completion of this game because I haven't connected all the dots. You know, the healer also can't be the tank. I don't feel like the game's complete yet, so just keep playing.
Completionist much.
Yeah, in video games I am. Though for me it's my one-on-one down personal time. I don't share that activity with other people. So like I don't play online multiplayer games.
Okay.
I tend to just prefer to play by myself. That's my downtime.
I think the most recent video game I played was, now I'm gonna have to link it again, Left 4 Dead 2, and I was having a terrible time actually being a useful member of my team, which is one that you can play online with other people, but all the maps and the characters and there's like new stuff since the last time I played like 4 years ago.
Yes.
But there's a whole bunch of new stuff and I didn't know the maps anymore, and like I don't even know what's going on. I think there's even a new zombie type. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't remember the control. I was like the most useless teammate. It was fun.
I'm legally blind. Nobody needs to watch me walk into walls, okay? I just do that privately on my own. It's fine. Though having said that, yeah, I've had some friends who said I should, because I talk to the screen constantly, they think I should just have a Twitch stream. I'm like, I'll never be famous. They're like, no, it'll just be funny to watch you play like Kerbal Space Program or Human Fall Flat. just to watch you go, oh, that's why math does that, okay?
That's what that variable does.
Hey, you guys, I figured something out. Like, that's fair. It probably would be quite entertaining to watch me try to figure out how to play things. Which will include most definitely the statement, I have no idea what that person just said because that text is too tiny. We click yes and see what they do back at us. Oh, I got slapped. That was the wrong thing.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That does sound fun.
Yup, that's how I play, guys.
We originally started out talking about Yarn on the Go.
We did. My yarn went to the movies and we just sidetracked because we were talking about birthdays.
I went to a conference over the weekend. Hey, I'm so cool. I went to a conference. It's called the Long Con. It's the local information security conference, or cybersecurity conference, if you like. Formerly B-Sides Winnipeg. And yeah, basically I just sat in the King's Head listening to people talk about information security, which I only understood maybe like 20% of, so that's where all my sock knitting time came from this week, was sitting at Long Con.
I generally go by looking at your girlfriend Brittany when things come up on the internet and watching her face. The more animated her face turns toward disgusted, don't you dare put that on your phone, the more I seriously contemplate whether or not I should have that on my phone. Since she is in internet tech security.
She is a professional, information security professional.
Yeah. Yeah, if she looks at me and says, don't have it, I don't have it.
Yep.
She's gone to school for this. She knows what she's talking about.
Oh yeah.
And when you came home and said you realized what Pokemon Go does to your phone and you deleted it off your phone, I went, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've patched. I should check if they've patched that security vulnerability.
I have no idea. But didn't really play Pokemon Go to start with anyway, so it's fine. Mr. B has his own phone. He can put it on his own phone if he wants.
This is true. That brings us to wool gathering. There we go. I can read my own notes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tap your screen.
Because if my phone screen turns off, I've got this screen on my phone screen down there, and if the phone screen turns off, so does the camera. Yeah. It's a good time.
Wool of the gathering.
Wool gathering. I started mentoring a couple weeks ago, mentoring a high school student, and I found out last week that she's really fascinated by the concept of knitting, and she wants to learn to knit, and so I'm really excited that I get to teach her both computer science and knitting. I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, I'm game. We always need more knitters. The world needs more knitters.
Okay,
Just
I'm very
as a
happy.
rule of thumb. Oh, see, I know, and I'm the one who put wool gathering on the record, but for the life of me, I don't remember what it was I was going to mention.
NaNoWriMo and NaNoSwemo.
That's what I was going to talk about. So I write in every October, in every November, I participate in National Write a Book Month. The goal is to write 50,000 words a month. I always make the writing goal. It's really been a big help and push towards finishing the fantasy novel, which if you know anything about really big fantasy novels, there are a lot of words. So I use November as my info dump month to just type up everything that I've sort of puzzled out, made notes for, and then I walk away for a month, go back and edit it in January with my mom. Because once I'm done at the end of the month, I think I wrote 60,000 words last year.
Ooh, that's a lot of words.
I walked away. I needed a break.
Yeah.
I'm averaging about 2,000 words a day right now.
That's a lot of words.
So it's pretty good because you're supposed to do 1,668 something
like that, yeah.
1,700 words a day.
I figure about 1,500 is a nice round number.
Yeah.
Between 1,500 and 2,000.
I aim for 2,000, so that way if I've got a day where I'm short, I'm not worried about it. I'm still going to make that goal. It is also National Knit a Sweater in a Month.
I started a sweater, which is better than I did last year, so success. It's not getting finished this month. It's not happening.
Working on this sweater last year during National Knit a Sweater in a Month. We'll see if I finish a sweater this month. I will consider that a win. Am I starting and finishing a sweater in the month of November? Probably not. Though I have tried crazier things. So.
Well, how long did it take to make the crocheted cardigan?
Oh, 2 weeks, if that.
I don't know. I think that proves that you can.
I can definitely do it. Yeah.
I think that proves it.
Yeah.
Proves the point.
Well, it's the same with the crocheted pullover. It took me 2 weeks, if that.
There you go. Yeah. Proof of concept.
So it is doable. I just don't. And if I really wanted to, I've got that Barocco yarn calling my name.
That's true.
And it's in a bulky. You knit that on a 9mm. Probably actually start that this week and be done it before the end of the month.
Probably.
Yup.
Finish your sweater.
I am aware. Look at me behaving.
Good. Keep behaving. That just leaves us with events.
Oh, boy.
So
we really don't have much in the way of events going on right now.
We still have our Year of the Sock going.
Yeah. Second last month.
Post your finished socks in the appropriate monthly thread. Or, after the fact, because we rarely close the threads. November's thread is up. So finish at least one pair of adult socks in a month and post a finished picture or a link to the finished project page. And that's good for an entry at the end of the year into nebulous prizes.
Still collecting prizes.
Nebulous prizes.
That's why it's nebulous right now, because I don't actually have a finished list of prizes yet, you guys. There's going to be more than one prize. It's been a year-long thing. It's going to be more than one prize. And there's some stuff we have to order to have as prizes.
Oh, we should get on that then.
Yeah.
It's November.
And by we, she means me. Listen, Canada Post was on strike.
This is true. We do need to be careful about that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm looking at my notes. I don't write down the list of events. Beyond
That's
that
the big one.
Yeah. Podcast anniversary. All the various announcements will be coming December 1st, so that you have a month to get everything together for the cast-on date of January 1st.
I should have the notes finished up in the next week or so we'll be good to go with rules, regulations, and who we're knitting from this year. It'll cast on as the 1st of January. If you start early, that's fine too.
I think I started in the middle of December last year. That doesn't mean I finished on time.
You didn't finish on time.
The end date for this one, by the way, will be the end of March.
Yes,
because March is it'll be our 2-year anniversary.
It'll be our 2-year anniversary.
That's crazy.
And it's our birthday month. So
and it's our birthday. Yes. Yeah.
We're 1 day apart, folks.
And I think the first podcast went up that week as well.
Yeah, because then
the week after.
Week
something
after?
Very close. It was very close. It was all within a week.
Was that just after I had my surgery?
It was just after you had your surgery.
So yeah, it'd be like the week after because I did my birthday then. Or did we record just before my surgery? No, I think we waited till after the surgery because we weren't sure how long I'd be down.
Yeah.
So yeah. This is how we keep track of things. It's also how I keep track of how long ago my surgery was. Because I'd forget. What I'm aiming for is not to have my cataract surgery during my birthday month right now, because that's currently where it's scheduled.
Aww.
Right. I might be hauling butt through the podcast anniversary this year. So I
pick something small.
When have I ever done that?
Then I think the only other event thing that is going on is... Knitmore Girls will be hosting their Grinch Along starting December 1st. Knit only for... I'm saying the sentence wrong. Let me reverse that. As of November... Oh gosh. As of December 1st, stop knitting Christmas presents for this year.
Oh, she got it.
If I point really hard at the camera, I can say the words.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm doing really well on this because I've pretty much decided to not knit anything for anybody. Hey!
You're gonna find Christmas a lot less stressful.
Yeah, it's great. Except for the fact that I'm hosting my family's Christmas this year. Yeah.
I've hosted Christmases before, it's not that bad.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine. I'm looking forward to it. Especially since I won't be knitting a whole bunch of crazy
You
stuff.
don't have my family's food allergies to deal with, so you should be
Also
fine.
true. It's gonna be good.
Uh-huh.
I think I just have to make things soy-free. And yeah.
What?
Gluten-free.
Yeah, because it's just your mom who's got some food issues, isn't it?
My uncle's gluten-free.
Okay. I have a gluten-free cousin. I have an uncle who can't have mushrooms. I have a dad who can't have eggs, dairy. He's diabetic. Or potatoes. I can't have corn. My sister can't have apples. And my mom is a picky eater. That's before we count in outside family members. We're not sure if they're coming or not.
Ooh.
So the list continues to grow.
Fun.
Hey, we all get a tasty meal.
True.
It's a bit of a production. We all get a tasty meal. There is the Cozy Up Knits ladies who are doing the All in the Family knit along, but I'm not currently actively working on the last 2 sister shawls. And they are doing a ugly Christmas sweater challenge to themselves that I've not cast it on, so I probably am not participating in that one either. Even though I have a sweater ready to go.
The other thing is the hashtag Choose Your Own Adventure Cal run by the Knitmore Girls.
Yes, that's you thing.
They started back in May. It is knit a sweater and finish whenever, which is my kind of knit along.
Yes, it is.
So that's the flax as part of the hashtag Choose Your Own Adventure.
Beautiful.
Is that everything?
That's everything for now, because yeah, we really aren't going to plan anything until we get into the new year. Outside of Jocelyn's Crazy 2019. This week I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Diana.
And no matter where your week takes you,
Don't forget to knit.
It's going to be such a short clip.
Yeah, I know.